This inquiry preview will help you prepare the Observe Land activity. This hands-on activity requires 5 minutes of prep time, takes 30 minutes to complete, and works best when students are placed in small groups. The purpose of this activity is for students to observe and study the slope of land in their local landscape. Landforms can vary greatly from one place to another. Mountains, hills, plains, valleys, plateaus, and canyons are some commonly known types of landforms. Landforms are constantly changing. These changes usually occur very slowly, but not always. Weathering and erosion change the shape and appearance of landforms over time. The shape and appearance of landforms can also be changed by people. As new buildings, bridges, dams, and roads are built, changes in landforms can occur. Some landforms are leveled or flattened, while others change due to slopes. In some places, where the slope of landforms makes the area unfit for agricultural use, people have cut steps into the hills or mountainsides. This is known as terrace farming and is a popular use of land in different areas of the world. As you discuss landforms with your students, incorporate the cross-cutting concept of patterns into your discussion. In this activity, students can identify patterns of movement based on the level of slope of a landform. You may choose to show students the science song, Patterns video, at this point in your discussion. As you prepare for this activity, complete this checklist before class starts. First, gather the materials. Each student group needs a cup of water, 2 or 3 marbles, and crayons. Prepare the following materials prior to class to help save time. Fill cups with water. 2/3 of the way full will be enough. Have an extra container of water to take outside in the event a group spills their water. Before taking students outside, look at the schoolyard for areas where students can conduct the activity. Ensure that the locations you choose are safe. Avoid grassy areas. It is difficult to see how water moves in these areas. Marbles will not roll in these areas either. If a grassy area cannot be avoided, then you can use a larger ball instead of marbles. You may be able to obtain enough balls from the physical education department in your school for your class. Avoid having students conduct this activity in areas with a steep slope, which may make it necessary to run after the marble or ball. It is recommended that you locate an area where the surface is concrete or paved to be able to view the flow of water easily. It's okay if the land is flat around your school. You can explain to students that flat land is where standing bodies of water are found, such as ponds and lakes. If your schoolyard or surrounding area does not have any sloping ground, and you want them to observe what happens on sloped ground, then have students view the student inquiry video for this activity. To help ensure a smooth activity, include these topics in your pre-activity discussion with your class. Have students begin to think about the land around their school. Ask the following questions to engage student attention. Does the land around our school slant or is it flat? Are some areas of land different? What might we do to find out if the land is sloped or flat? Model how to roll the marbles. Students should not throw or toss marbles when releasing them. Instead, demonstrate how to let the marbles roll from your hand. Model how to pour half of the water into the cup for the first location, and the rest of the water at the second location. If you are running short on time, you can do this activity as a whole class demonstration, or choose to share the Inquiry Rewind video with the class instead of doing the activity on your own. Students should follow the procedure for this activity. However, here are a few key ideas to make this activity successful. In Step 1, indicate to students the area where they can test whether the land slopes or is flat. For Step 5, indicate to students the second area where students can test whether the land slopes or is flat. Students should observe that after rolling the marbles and pouring the water, they could tell if the land was sloped or not. When students finish, bring them together to discuss their findings. If some students were unable to view the expected observations, show the Inquiry Rewind student video before starting the discussion. Then, use the questions in the Teacher's Edition to guide your discussion.